Now, with a total outreach to more than 40 million people worldwide in just 6 months, FYIOnline is taking the internet by storm. On Kicking Doors with Sibuleope this evening, we speak to the founder and CEO of this online platform, which is dedicated to connecting creatives with individuals whom are like-minded. Now, Christopher Augustine will share with us just how FYIOnline has grown to feature some of the trendiest bloggers and vloggers in South Africa and Africa at large in such a short period of time. Mr. Augustine, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm good. Are you well, my brother?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good-looking brother. You look like you should be on the cover of GQ magazine. You should be on a fashion ramp, a model. You dress smart. What are you doing in entrepreneurship?
Well, entrepreneurship has been in my blood like from very little. So when I was little, I used to like sell lychee plants and mango plants, like always making money. So always business in my blood.
So you come from Joburg?
I come from born in Durban. And,
Durban, South Africa, okay.
Durban, South Africa, and we moved up when I was like 12 years old.
Okay.
My father got a new job, and then I've been in Johannesburg ever since.
Entrepreneurial family?
Dad has a business. I worked at Nestle for a bit when I just finished school, and afterwards I left and I joined my dad's company, and I started FYIOnline last year.
Yeah.
So we launched on the 11th of November.
Okay, before we get into FYI, I'm trying to establish your background, because I come from an entrepreneurial family. My mom ran a hair salon. My mom ran a spaza shop, which I had to take over and run at the age of 12, and I learned at that age. But I was not aware that I was being taught entrepreneurship. Yeah. What type of business was your family running?
Initially, my dad had a transport company, so it's logistics.
Yeah.
And then eventually he closed that down and he started a spare company. So truck spares, oil, batteries, tires, and all of that. And he's done pretty well because we have branches throughout Africa.
Wow.
So
he started on his own, on one small branch,
he
wearing overalls, always oily.
Yeah. He started off that, and he actually started off in our garage. And that's where he started, and now he has like massive warehouses all over. And he's done really well.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What would you say, I choose three of the most critical things that you were not aware when you were growing up that you learned from either your father or the business itself, your father's business? Because I learned a lot of things from my parents' businesses,
I think from my parents' business, from my dad's business, I learned that you have to worry about every single thing. If it's your brand, everything that goes out needs to have your stamp of approval. And you need to know the accounting, the logistics, the marketing, the branding, everything. If you're taking on to be a CEO, you're taking on every position.
Wow.
That's just how it is. You need to know, you need to be the best at everything.
And after matriculated, did you know that you'd want to get into entrepreneurship one day? Did you study something towards around business related?
I did.
Or did you do IT?
No IT, hey, everything's self-taught, I'll tell you.
Oh, so FYI has got no IT background?
That I went to the University of YouTube. Like, to be quite honest with you, I promise you.
I like that, the University of YouTube.
I think if you're hungry enough and you want something badly enough, like the whole fees must fall movement, I don't I get that, but I mean, if you want something badly enough, you will learn. Yeah. You will go through any measure to learn what you need to learn and make it work for you.
What did you study though?
I studied BCom supply chain, and because I worked at Nestle at the time, and eventually, like when you're in a corporate position, you feel like you're in a cage because you're just in the desk, and that's all you do from 8 to 5. And I left, and initially when they asked me why you leaving, I said, if you can let me shadow the CEO of Nestle and prepare me to or mentor me to become what I want to be, I'll stay. But if you can't, I'll leave. And I left.
And then you left, and what happened? Your parents were mad at you. How do you leave such a good paying job? What's wrong with you?
I was actually one of the youngest national managers at Nestle. I think at 19, I was a national supply chain project something. Yeah. I left and I worked for my dad, but in that time I got diagnosed with a brain disease. So if you look at my operation, so from 21 to 23, I had like a massive battle where I was in and out of hospital. And then after my brain operation, I learned to walk and talk and see.
Jeez.
I'm actually deaf in my right ear.
Yeah. But I'm blind on my left eye.
But you don't ever let your disabilities slow you down. You actually use it as a zest for life and say, life is too short, so I'm going to be the best that I can be. So I think that's what I did.
What did that teach you? like between the ages of 21 to the ages of 23, you couldn't even walk.
After my operation, and I'm a fit guy. Like I love training. I love like being active, and to like put one foot in front of the other. Oh my word! It was just. It was humbling because my disease gives me like shocks on my face. So you can't eat, you can't smile, you can't brush your teeth, you can't wash your face. You can't do anything. So for me, it's like I learned to appreciate everything, like eating your food, brushing your teeth, waking up in the morning, and just, doing whatever you do. I couldn't do anything.
What do they call the
It's called trigeminal neuralgia. It's a very rare disease. It's where your artery of your brain and your nerve of your brain are tangled, and every time it pulsates, it sends a shock.
Oh my
It's
God.
called the suicide disease because it's incurable. So basically, they just contained it. They insulated the artery so it doesn't touch the nerve.
Okay.
So if they don't contain it, I could say, it's dubbed the suicide disease. The pain is so hectic that people kill themselves.
My goodness.
It's crazy. So I'm just so thankful to God that I'm okay.
Yeah.
And medication free and everything is fine.
And having to overcome that and starting a business, I'm sure nothing could stop you.
Nothing, like I'm so grateful for everything, like just to be alive every single day. And like have a lot of like people around, they get depressed with like little things. And I don't understand depression because I'm just grateful every day. And I think with that kind of attitude, you get so far in life.
Wow, what an incredible story. Now let's talk about his company, FYIOnline. Tell me about the idea to start your own company.
Okay, so working for my dad just, on a lion...
It gets to a point where it's like, that's your company, dude, yeah. I'm working for you.
The thing is, like, on a lion, there's one head, there's one leader, and if you destined for greatness, I feel that you should definitely go out on your own. So I was always looking for something to do, but I never knew what. So walking in Maboneng, and I saw this incredible designer, and he had the most amazing things. And I asked him, dude, like, how's your Facebook page? Where can I find your stuff? Like, are you on social media? And he's like, no, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, but how do you not know how to do that? And eventually in my mind, I said, I need to help creatives of this country reach international status. So I created FYIOnline. Initially, it was an online store, and I sold South African fashion designer clothing only. And I kept like the big names and the small names, like as long as they were hungry and they wanted to come on board, completely free of charge. And the store ran for about 4 months, and we did really well.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, there's so much more to creativity. There's bloggers, there's vloggers, there's models, there's musicians, there's designers, graphic designers. And eventually now, let me just look at my phone. I made some notes.
Yeah, you're an IT guy, it's okay.
Yeah, I made some notes.
You always carry your phone.
I always carry. This is where most of my business is done.
Me too,
from,
don't worry, me too,
phone.
Same here.
So now we relaunching FYIOnline into 6 different categories. So it started off as an online store, and now we have FY Recruit, FY Creative, FY Bloggers, and a business directory, which is similar to LinkedIn,
okay,
but it's only for creative people.
Okay.
So if you're looking for a photographer in Cape Town, you can find them. If you're looking for a fashion designer in Durban, you can find them according to rating, according to location and stuff like that. Then we have FYI Models and FYI Music.
Okay.
So it basically...
Models and music, that's also creative stuff, yeah?
I just feel like anything where you don't have to sit behind a desk and tap on your computer, I feel that's creative. So whether it's a personal trainer, whether it's a hairstylist, a makeup artist, if you have to do something, I feel like that's creativity because you're doing it with your hands.
Why are you taking FYIOnline?
Next level, I want it to be cutting edge technology. So when people see it, they don't need to be like, oh, this is something that South African created,
yeah,
or this is from the African continent.
Yeah.
Recently we were on a radio station, and most of the people that were inquiring about what FYIOnline is people from the US and UK.
Yeah.
So I want to expose African creatives. I think we've grown out of South Africa. I feel it's continental.
Yeah, because it's global, actually.
It's global.
Because it's online.
It's online, yeah. So I just feel like, people on different continents should know that we're not playing games.
Yeah.
We're here to set a benchmark. We're here to show you that we've got the technology, but we've also got the creativity, and we've got the talent, we've got the authenticity, we have tradition, we have culture. And I think that needs to be packaged in a way where not everything is Rainbow Nation, South African flag. No, it needs to be monochrome, it needs to be, like cutting edge.
Beautiful stuff. What an incredible story from a young man, Christopher Augustine. How do we get in touch with FYI Online? Is it FYIOnline.com?
.coza.
Or .co.za?
Keeping it authentic.
Yeah, that's authentically South African. That's FYIOnline.co.za. Go in there, browse their website, find out what they're doing, and connect, plug into their system. Just start using them. Mr. Christopher, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Christopher Augustine, CEO of FYIOnline. Before I let him go, I'm going to ask him to give us his 60 seconds to success. Starts now.
Okay, I feel if you have a passion and drive in it, don't let anything hold you back from researching and getting to where you want to be. There's no such thing as having no money and having no access, because Wi-Fi is free in most places. So if you have internet access, research what you want to do, put it into place, and go get your dreams.
CEO of FYIOnline.co.za, Christopher Augustine.